minister was in the northern region and said that the previous administration deployment of road had concentrated on certain regions. I believe he was referring to Ashanti region and Greater Accra region. I think that it makes sense. But he went ahead that this time he is going to go ahead and also do other regions in terms of the roads. For me, that is not fair to the country. That is not strategic. Because you build roads where there are human beings, a lot of densely populated people, communities. You build roads which will connect economic centers. That will drive economic development and economic growth. So for him to say that it's concentrated on the densely populated regions is not fair, and it is not the kind of development that will bring will bring collective development in the country.
Remember, did you say there are no human beings?
No, I said they are not densely populated regions. That's not. Mr. Speaker, let's not belittle the point I'm making.
No,
the point I'm making is
honorable member, I just asked a question. My attention has been drawn to something. So we can do the honorable thing. Did you say there are no human beings?
I didn't hear.
Did you say there are no human beings in those regions?
No. What I meant, if I
no, honorable member, did you say so or you did not say so?
Let me speak, Mr. Speaker. First of all, the president, with the greatest of him, the greatest of respect to the president. He was in Kumasi a couple of weeks ago. Will you listen to me? Listen to sense, wisdom. Listen to wisdom.
Honorable Asenso-Boakye.
Listen to words of wisdom and stop the heckling.
Honorable members, Honorable Asenso-Boakye to say that they should listen to sense. Please, kindly withdraw listening to sense.
What I mean is that they should listen to words of wisdom.
When you came to this house about that so-called barter agreement with Honorable Amoakwata, Sino-Hydro, we told you that was not going to work. That no one was ready to take our bauxite and give us road. You said, oh, it's the most fantastic. With the Vice President Baumia holding a calabash in China, that we have gotten 15 billion Ghana cedi. It turns out that you came back here to convert the so-called barter agreement to a loan. Guess what? Sino-Hydro got angry and stopped working because when they raised certificate, we were unable to pay them. So we have to go to China and beg them that they should come back. And let me tell you this. It is true. Sino-Hydro has listened. They have decided to sign the agreement. They will be back to do the PTC runabout project. So you cannot put a project which is already with a Sino-Hydro under the big push. That is why it is not part of it. And you should know better about that. How do you call it? I heard you also saying somewhere that you issued a statement saying that we are saying that President Akufo-Addo, or we are trying to rubbish President Akufo-Addo's record of 10,800 kilometers. You were not here. He was standing here and said, we have built 10,800 kilometers of new roads, and he was doing us like that.
Remind him.
And I fact-checked him. I was the ranking. I fact-checked him. It was a lie. He never built 10,800 kilometers.
Honorable Minister, withdraw the word. It was a lie.
Mr. Speaker, I will not even belabor the point.
Very well.
I withdraw the lie.
Very
Mr.
well,
Speaker,
very well.
what the president said here was untrue. Yes. He never built 10,800 kilometers of new roads. And guess what? He compelled the ministry to issue a statement, and the statement says that, let me read. If Honorable Asenso, you can check, you still have some people at the ministry. And this is what the ministry issued, that Road Ministry confirms construction of 10,875 kilometers of new roads under President Akufo-Addo, Joy FM, because he compelled them to do that. Fortunately, the PRO who issued the statement is still my PRO today. I don't know how he feels today by issuing that statement and the reality of the day. You understand? So your press statement was needless. In fact, you are confirming what I have said. Mr. Speaker, my brother, you see, you have been a road minister for the Republic of Ghana. Is it just a small advice? The road minister of Republic of Ghana, it doesn't sit well where all your examples appears as if you haven't been to any other place in the country. It doesn't look well. Yes, I agree. Accra Kumasi have the biggest volume of traffic in the country. But when you give the impression that just because that is the biggest volume, what about the farmer growing yam in Yendi? Yes. Don't we have to take a road there to convey the yam for us to consume in Accra? So you think that just because there are more people in Accra and Kumasi, we should spend all our money in Accra and Kumasi? Okay, let me give you this. The reset of President Mahama means that we are not. And my brother.
Please, Honorable Bondi, resume your seat. Honorable Bondi, resume your seat. Honorable Minister, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, my good friend, the road minister, should just learn, former road minister, should just learn from his leader. Before I took the podium, he advised that when you were speaking, I never even moved my body. I listened to you.
You were taking notes.
Just, you see, I don't know why you are feeling uncomfortable. Just stay calm. Let me tell you this. And then you went as far as saying that we build roads where human beings are. I went around the 16 regions. When I got to OT region, there was no active road project going on in the OT region. Is that fair? Is that fair? Guess what? Reset means that we are taking road infrastructure to every part of the country. And if you don't like it, you can do whatever you like. When you come back, you can decide not to do road there. We shall take road everywhere we like. Mr. Speaker, you are not actually listening to yourselves. In one vein, you are complaining that we are not taking on some projects on big push. On another vein, you are saying that some of the projects you are taking on as big push are your projects. Imagine. Which one is which? Imagine. Do you want us to do the project or not? And guess what? What the finance minister said here was quite clear. We had our own plan for big push. And let me tell you this. Every single region in our country is touched by the proposed big push projects. Yeah. Unlike a few years ago, when the finance minister, the Honorable Ken Oforiatta, stood here and completely ignored Volta region in the critical roads. Completely. You remember that? That happened here. All the 16 regions are touched by the big push. And let me tell you, let me repeat once again. Big push is not a constituency specific or a political gimmick. Yeah. Take for instance, as you have been a former road minister, take from Wenchi to Wa, you travel that road. How do you feel?
He doesn't know that.
It's completely neglected. Take from Wa to Bolga. The reason we don't find vehicles on Wa to Bolga is because it's a death trap. Yes, I agree with you. You can drive for hours, you don't even see any vehicle. It's because the road is terrible. When the road is good, people will ply it. So President Mahama decided, in about 2 years, we shall reconstruct the road from Bolga to Wa. What is wrong with that? I agree that sections of that road are currently under contract. Just sections. A vast majority of it is not under contract. So a big push is a national program to address the inefficiencies along the major corridors. And guess what? You talked about which region is not captured. So when we want to do a bypass around Kumasi, the eastern quadrant. Currently, when you are from Accra going to Kumasi, or you are even going to the north, you need to drive straight into Kumasi, get stuck in the traffic. We are saying that we are building a bypass. The first portion of the bypass is when you get to Ejisu, you do a detour at the back of Anita Hotel, and then you take that quadrant all the way to hit the Mampo Road. What is wrong with that? And then when we say you get to Sunyani, in fact, we started the Sunyani Ring Road. And then when you came, you abandoned it. We are saying we are going to complete it. What is wrong with that? Tamale is one of the fastest growing cities in West Africa. Go to Tamale now, going around is a problem. We say we are completing and expanding the third ring road. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Now let's come to Accra. I agree that the exit and entry points of what do you call Accra are very bad. The Ofankor Road. As of the time you were leaving office, the contractor has raised certificate of $77 million. You didn't pay him, you left. Now people are doing demonstration. Just this week, we paid that contractor over 300 million Ghana cedis so that he can continue the work. Why are you not commending us for that? And then we are saying that since we don't have any dedicated fund, we are putting that project as an additional burden on the big push. And you don't like it? And then go to Kaswa Winneba. Of course, the money has run out. The worst that will happen is that the contractor will leave site. President Mahama does not want any of those projects to be abandoned. He said carry it on as additional big push project. You don't like that? What are we talking about here? And then I heard you talking about motorway to Central University. Honorable former minister, you and I know that when you came to this house to give that contract to BHM, I suggested here BHM was not a construction firm. Was a management firm. That company it was only last year that company bought a construction firm. That is why they were struggling to do the road. So phase 1 is what they are struggling to do. So the phase 2 is not even an NPP initiated project. The phase 2 is not under contract. And we are carrying it on as a big push project. You should understand this thing. We are quite clear in our minds what we are doing. It is not politics. It is not politics. And I agree with you, you did your best. But the contractors were not listening to you. Because maybe you were afraid of them. I say, if you are a contractor, Ghanaian or foreign, if you breach our